All right, college algebra, when you first see your exam, you're going to have kind of a cheat sheet, a cover sheet. And the cover sheet has some directions for actually taking the final on campus, and you're going to ignore those directions. Beneath those directions, you're going to find this set of formulas. You will have access to them throughout your final. You have your interest formulas here at the top. So this one is one that we've used in class. So is this one. I don't believe you're going to have to know this one here, so I would kind of disregard that one. Quadratic formulas here. Your log equations are all here. We've used all of those in class. This one's change of base. And this one, that is how you get the x-coordinate of your vertex of a parabola. So this book calls it h, or this review sheet calls it h. So if this is a parabola, the h is referring to the left-right motion. So this is the same as x equals negative b over 2a. It's how you're going to get the x-coordinate in a parabola. It's also the equation for your axis of symmetry. So that formula is given to you as well. Okay, this first set of videos is I'm going to try to cover the first 20 questions. Please let me know when you have questions over them that aren't addressed in the video. Okay, number one, it just says to solve, so that's totally your choice if you want to use the quadratic formula or if you want to try to factor it. I'm going to try to factor it. So factors of 50 that add to 15. I think 5 and 10 will work really well. So my two factors are 2x plus 5 and x plus 5. And so my two solutions are B. Number 2. You're actually ready to go on that one. You're ready to take the square root. Don't forget your radical 13. Okay, and the answer there is A. Number 3, 61. Don't really think I want to try to factor that. In fact, it's probably a prime number. So on number 3, I'm going to use the quadratic formula. X equals negative b. And then plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. (61 times 4 is 244. Divide by 2. 6 plus or minus 5i. So the answer here is A. Number 4. We're putting a mat around a picture. The mat is X inches thick all the way across. Which one of these gives the formula for the area? Which one says the area of the picture is 900 square inches? So the 45 that they're talking about is this 45 here. So that's actually 45. And then this length here is 34. So basically you've got 45 on the outside, but you're taking off X here and X here. So 45 minus 2X would describe this inner and going this way would be 34 minus 2X. The only one that shows that for area is C, and we're moving on to number 5. A lot is in the shape of a right triangle, so I would encourage you to draw it out. The shorter leg is 180 meters. The length of the longer leg measures X meters. And the hypotenuse is 60 longer than the longer leg. Which equation is correct? So now they're asking you which one models the quadratic formula correctly. Number 6. First, I'm going to pick out my least common denominator. It's going to be X plus 9 and X plus 2. Put parentheses around that. And it follows that X cannot equal negative 9 or negative 2. Then I'm going to take my equation. I'm going to space it out. I'm going to multiply everybody by that denominator. Okay, what happens? Well, these divide out, and that whole group is that whole group right there. And then we just solve for X. And the answer here is B. Number 7. The idea is for you to eliminate the radical by squaring both sides. But what you need to do first is isolate the square root. So for that reason, I'm subtracting the 5 to the other side. Now I'm ready to square. Oh, I forgot one thing. This is my answer, and guys, be careful. You need to make sure that your answer here is not negative 9 or negative 2. So in this case, I'm good, but watch out on your test. They might fool you there, and the answer you get is one that doesn't check. All right, on number 7, we are ready to square both sides. So I need to FOIL the left. And then factor. And solve. Now this is another problem where you have to be super careful. Anytime you square both sides of an equation, you have to go back and check your answers. And you check your answers back in the original problem. So if I check the 2, I'll have 2 plus 7 plus 5. Is that equal to 2? And the answer is no. 8 is not going to be equal to 2. And then if I try the 9, is the square root of 16, which is 4. 4 plus 5 equal to 9, and the answer is yes. So on this one, the answer is D. Okay, I'm going to stop this video here and then try to pick up the next group of problems in the next video.